Hi, I'm City Manager Scott Neal, and you're watching On the Job, a show where we take you behind the scenes to introduce you to the city employees that keep Edina going and show you some things you can only learn on the job. I'm coming to you today from the lovely City Hall in Edina, and we are going to learn about the fire service. In particular, we're going to learn about what a fire marshal does. So I want to introduce you to the Edina Fire Marshal. His name's Dave E. Mueller. Dave,
how are you, Scott?
Good to see you.
You as well.
So what does a fire marshal do? What in general, not just in Edina, but kind of as a general rule?
Yeah, in general, a fire marshal oversees fire prevention for a particular area. So here in Edina, it's my job to make sure that residents are safe and that people that come to Edina are also safe in the buildings that exist here in town.
So you work on the kind of the prevention side so that the suppression side of the fire department doesn't have to do as much, perhaps? Or people are safer? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. Our job is to be on the offense versus on the defense. When our fire crews are getting called, it's because something actually happened.
Okay.
And in fire prevention, we get to play a little offense and go out and get in front of things and try and stop them before they even happen.
Okay, fire marshals aren't born to be fire marshals, they're made, right? So where did you come from, Dave? What's your career been like to get to this position of fire marshal?
Yeah, I've been in the fire service for a little over 20 years now. Started as a firefighter, then got trained as a paramedic, so I worked as a firefighter and a paramedic together. And then somewhere along the lines, fire prevention was in my future, and the chief saw that and was interested in me moving into a role in fire prevention.
Okay, so you've seen this show before, I bet, right? You guys all probably watch it together at the fire hall. And
that's right.
Yeah, okay. So part of this premise, right, is that you're going to show me how to do your job, or a little bit of what it's like to do your job. So we're in City Hall. We're going to do some inspections in this building today.
Yes.
What are we going to see?
Hopefully we don't see a whole lot.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah, violations, right.
The end goal is to make sure, or hopefully that there aren't any fire violations. But we're going to see egressing components of the building. We're going to see fire protection systems in the building, and then just general spaces throughout, making sure that that everything fits within the code.
Okay. Yeah. Well, can you show me how this is done?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. So here's a space sort of next to one of our doors, stairs going up, stairs going down. We've got some stuff kind of piled here next to what I'm guessing is a heater. Is this okay?
So typically speaking, egressing is kind of a sacred space.
Tell the public what egressing means.
Egressing means how we're getting out of a building.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Buildings are built with building codes and fire codes in a fashion that is all about getting people out of the building in an emergency.
Okay.
And when we enter a stairwell, that is one of the safest places you're going to be before you actually get outside of a building.
Okay.
So generally speaking, we don't allow any storage in stairwells.
Okay.
We want them free. We want the aisle width to be clear. We don't want any potential fire hazards or things that could start on fire.
So this is not blocking much of people coming up and getting out of this building.
It's not blocking. If we're looking at the letter of the code, what the code states is that anything that's in the egress system or in a stairwell has to serve the purpose of it.
Okay.
So that would be one thing.
Okay.
One thing that we'd say, hey, this would be something we can find a new location for.
All right, should we go see another kind of more typical thing that you take a look at?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, Dave, we're in the basement of City Hall. We park a lot of law enforcement vehicles down here. But what else is down here that kind of influences your job?
Yeah, there's a lot of big pieces of the fire inspection that live in a space like this. Oftentimes in these types of spaces, we'll have fire alarm systems. Back behind us in one of these rooms, the fire alarm for the cities City Hall is down here, so we'll want to check in on that and make sure that the annual inspection is getting completed there.
What else is there to see? I mean, we're looking at some storage here. Is this okay, the way that this is working out?
Yeah, this is a great example of nice, clean, and neat and orderly storage that we have located down here.
Okay.
Storage can be a challenge for a lot of people. When you collect things and we get large numbers of things, it increases the fire load of a space. So having it nice, neat, organized, we can see what it is. We don't have too much of it. It's not going to overrun the fire sprinkler system. So this is a great example of doing something well done here.
All right, so we're in the fire sprinkler room right now. Is that what we call this?
That's what we call this one.
Give us a brief description about what we're looking at here.
Yeah, this is where our main water supply comes in, serving the fire sprinkler system. So from this room, it branches off into different locations within the building, and we can control all of those locations. So if we have a water flow in one certain location, we can shut that water off and protect the property once the problem's gone away. When it comes to life safety, this is one of our key components, right? Fire sprinklers are here to give people time to get out of a building if there's an event. So super important. They also protect property, right? That's a secondary feature, but it's all about saving lives, giving people time to get out.
Now, one thing we talked a little bit about at the beginning, but I think we want to talk a little bit more about is the public education aspect of your job, because I know that's important to you.
Yeah, public education is really the most important part of my role. It's about sharing my knowledge, the knowledge of our industry, with residents, with visitors to our city, and how they can be safer in town and help prevent fires and just stay safe.
I think for the people that live and work here, they just know that this happens around them. They don't know who is doing it all. So I want to thank you for that. And thanks for being on the show today.
Appreciate it.
You've been watching On the Job, a show where we take you behind the scenes to introduce you to the city employees that keep Edina going and show you some things you can only learn on the job. And we are going to learn today about fire marshaling.
Fire marshal. What the fire marshal does.
What the fire marshal does.
I like fire marshaling better, actually.
Marshaling. I love to make nouns verbs.